So I was thinking about this today. Why is buying into investments and saving for your future so difficult and frowned upon by others? Whereas splurging on vehicles, vacations, jewelry, etc. is typically encouraged by our peers. Well, for starters, buying into things like stocks can be confusing. There's a lot of research to do, taxes to consider, and of course it requires consistent and disciplined funding, which takes away from people's fun money. Real estate is a whole other ball game, where the barriers can be huge. We are talking about finding the right realtor, finding a bank or mortgage broker with a suitable interest rate. Then of course there are lawyers, home inspectors, and insurance to consider. These are some of the reasons why real estate can seem nearly impossible for people to consider, let alone for buying a home for themselves. But as an investment property, it can feel daunting. Drop a comment if you would like me to go over the purchasing process for either real estate or stocks. I am now on my third investment property, and although it can be a grueling process, I assure you that it can also be very rewarding, and the risk can pay off significantly. A major difference between owning real estate versus owning stocks is that real estate is typically heavily leveraged with a mortgage. However, because it is a physical asset, it can also be leveraged against in the future as the debts are paid down, and hopefully the property appreciates. This can pave the way for future purchases, as you can borrow against one property to fund the purchase of the next. Typically, you are going to want at least $20,000 on hand if you're considering getting into the real estate market. However, this number can definitely vary depending on the type of property you're looking at. For investment properties, you will need a 20% down payment, as well as leaving room for closing costs, which can include the home inspection and lawyer fees and taxes. What are your thoughts? Do you prefer physical investments like real estate, or do you prefer the simplified method of stocks? Leave a comment, drop a like, and if you guys are interested, I'll make my next video detailing the process I went through to get myself to 3 rental properties.